Greetings there, my fellow vaulters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault. Episode 8, Chemical Warfare. Yeah, let's not re-sow, but let's harvest the Tinctoria. Any Tinctoria that can be harvested, we should harvest now, because we're going to lose access to that spot out there soon, I think. Reed, Stan, thank you for the resub. Why aren't our babies armed yet? They're armed with psychological warfare tools, actually. Legit. It's called crying. And it's a very effective torture mechanic. If I have screaming babies in the future and I want to torture prisoners, maybe not in this series, but in a different series, I will absolutely weaponize babies against would-be prisoners. I have no qualms about that. Is it evil? Yes. Is it genius? Well, also yes. So Kadath, you're out of this pod in 2 days, and then you'll go through a regen cycle after being biotuned. If you're wondering about that, it's the Biosculptor pod biosculpts you faster if you've been through it before. So it's actually faster to go through a pleasure cycle and then a bioregen cycle than just going through a bioregen cycle. It's faster by only maybe like a day, but it's still faster, and the net result is Kadath will be happier too. So it's faster and happier, it just costs more power and more food to do it. Which is fine if you have power and food to spare. Grab that Tinctoria. Oh yeah. So it looks like you guys do want the big bad wolves to come huff and puff and try to blow my house down. Which is fine by me. For a neuroformer. There's no rules against neuroforming, so I'm down to be a sidecaster if you are. Thomas, Yaroslav, stop trying to touch my die. Okie dokie, let's accept. Who here wants shooting training? Does someone here have a burning passion in shooting? Not burning. Oh yeah, Shield, you have a burning passion in shooting. Let's have you go plink the rough puppies. Mega Hoof and Toxie, thank you for the bits. If you're wondering what the Wendigo stream is going to look like, I actually have a Discord channel specifically for it, where you can see for yourself if you want spoilers. All right, so this is why I'm immune to manhunters. I only have one door in my base, which is here. And manhunters congregate near the doors where they can attack you. But there's only one door, so I'm guarantee I know where they're coming. Hey, Yaroslav, you look idle. Come and join your Uncle Shield in shooting at wolves. So there's literally no way these wolves can hurt me. And due to the difficulty that I have the game set at, there's a high likelihood that these won't be immediately Scaria-rotted, which is kind of nice. Murder all cats. Thanks for the bits. If only your name was Murder all wolves. So close, but not quite there. So we've got 1.5 days on the convert cooldown. Oh, there's one that's not rotted. Nice. The Toxic Wasters clearly don't understand tactics, because this is easy. One thing I should do is mine some of these little blockers here, so that I have a better, clearer line of sight for anyone incoming. In fact, I can mine all of that. with Shay. And then if I really wanted to get fancy, I could put barricades out here to give me cover if the targets that I'm shooting at also shoot back. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that we have purged all wolves. They're dead. I'm not going to do the barricades just yet. Maybe an outdoor light too? Yeah, and you know, eventually. That's a long way to run a cable. But yeah, eventually we can work on that's a different security task. I'm going to work on this security task first, because this one is more useful in more cases. The other thing I'm going to do, well, we're not done mining, so I'm not going to do that yet. All right, so if you guys voted for security, I'm not going to expand the bedrooms here. I'm just going to focus on security mining. Virus army. Oh, and my neuroformer is going to be outside. That's going to suck. So this is a prepare while raid. All short-ranged weapons. Here is the Sightlink neuroformer. And so that the raiders do not steal it, I'm going to go out and grab it with Shay. Then we have to decide who becomes the Psycaster. So I'm going to quickly analyze if anyone's particularly good at it, if they are sensitive. I don't think I have anyone sensitive. No, I don't. So Tech Noir, Kadath. I have what I would consider to be the person I would choose, just from my own understanding, but I don't want to put my thumb on the scale. Shield, Sapo, Cam, Shay, Mayhem, Carlotta. Or Thomas, or Yaroslav. That's a big ol' list. So there you go. There you go. And hopefully Shay will get to that quick. And I'm going to prop the front door open. Precision rifling is done. Did you guys vote on what was next? Oh, yeah, deep drilling was the next runner-up. That's right. Oh, we also have acidic smog beginning because of the pollution in the world. So here's the effect of acidic smog. Well, we're not seeing it yet, but we'll see it eventually, which is kind of burns our lungs and hurts our eyes. Some of these guys are wasters, so they're negated, but here is it. Acidic smog. And then this person's a dirt mole, so they hate being in the light. Wow, they're real pissed. They're going to have a breakdown soon. Works for me. Shay, is there longer range weapons that I could equip? No, maybe I'll have you stay shotgun. That works. So as far as I know, I do not have anyone currently pregnant. So I don't have to make any special provisions about who should be where during what. God, come on already. You're the slowest raid ever. And Kadath, you'll be sitting this one out, or laying this one out. Oh, here they come. No babies were being held at the time. I'm going to check on their needs. One needs food, but can probably weather this fight fine. Thanks for the boost goal, reaching, by the way. Can babies even become psychcasters? Not until she's 3. She is currently 1. Or he, sorry. I'm calling her a she because it's Miss Mayhem who won the poll to become a character. Alright, Tech, I'm going to have you back a little with Shay, Sapo, and Shield. You know, men in front. Not being sexist here, but they don't have to bear children or produce milk. And these guys have very crummy short-range weapons, so I'm hoping I can plink them quick. If we can accurately fire, which, holy moly, we cannot. Be nice to have a Kadath out here. Alright, I'm gonna fall back. Ooh, Shay is getting... Nope. Shield is... I don't even know what's going on. Shield is, vomiting because of gut worms. What a time to vomit, dude. Sapo's going for the save. And I'm gonna pull everyone back a little bit more. That was just really, really bad timing on just RNG of gut worms and whatnot. Alright, there's Shay. I don't have the people to spare for... Oh, are you coming right up to gas us? Yeah, you are. That's just rude. Let's back up so we can't get gassed. Gas buildup. Yeah, you want to set things on fire? Have fun with that. Shield. Oh, I didn't drag to him. And they're trying to kidnap people. So that works for me, because they're going to come in here and get murdered real good. They're trying to kidnap babies, too, I think. Luckily, those that are being... Ooh, let's dodge that. Those that are being carried... No, they're not trying to kidnap babies. That's good. Alright, now they're fleeing. Alright. We don't have a base that can handle fires. So we're going to have to deal with that quickly. Checking the health here. Oh, no, they did grab her. Okay. So, I need a runner. Basically, my healthy people to go intercept. My unhealthy people will fight the fires. Because they're not going to be able to catch... they're not going to be able to catch kidnappers. So Shield, Cam, you move here. Shield, you move there. Sapo, you move here. I don't know what Perkins is doing. Something dumb. You put her down. Yeah, I don't think you're getting away. Unless, of course, everyone in unison decides to be the worst shot in the history of bad shots. Can't control that. But yeah, you're not going anywhere. Sorry, you shall not pass. Alright, let's put Shay down. 6-hour bleed out timer, so I'm gonna tend now. Thank you, kids. See? He might be a psychopath and lazy and like a little extra food, but my dude here knows how to rescue a lady in distress. Well, bye-bye, Tinctoria. I'm not gonna be accepting Hemetic Crash. Or Hemic Crash. That's for vampires. Also, it's dangerous, and I don't want to introduce danger where I don't need to. There is a... let's see. Cam... 21, 11. So Cam, 10 shield, but maybe do it in the light. And then Eva here... yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. Let her be the way she is. Where are you going, Yars? Oh, you're hauling wolves. Cool. Can I do Celsius? There is Celsius. It's right here. Literally on the screen. So, yes, I can do Celsius. Because I'm already doing it. Okay, she's not bleeding anymore, so I'm going to bring her away from the entrance tunnel, because it's not really safe to hang out here. Cam's done patching Shield. Shield, you go finish off Eva. Because you're a bloodlust, and you'll enjoy that. And then I'm going to have you start cremating corpses, because there's going to be a hell of a lot of corpses here. So Cam needs to get patched up by Tech Noir, and then we'll be all good, I think. Would a light source help with accuracy? No, that's an old mechanic back in the days of, like, Beta 19, Beta 18, maybe. That hasn't been a thing in RimWorld for years. Light level will help you move faster, but it will not help you aim better. Alright, Yaroslav, I am going to put you on clean duty, because things are a little dirty. Yeah, it used to be a part of the mechanics, but it hasn't been in a long time. Alright, Shay needs to get fed. I'll have Tech Noir feed. Oh, actually tend and then feed. But, yep. We're recovered. Last time you played was Beta 18? Yeah, well then darkness was a thing in Beta 18, I think. Has the baby been fed since? Yes. Oh, one has. The other started to get hungry. Oh, there's another person here. Hey, Shield. Actually, do we want your... No, I don't want your jacket. Thank you. Shield will be very, very happy for a while. Except for he's very hungry. Oh, and a cold snap acidic smog. Nice. What else you got? So, I could preach health, but I think I'm still going to try to convert Yaroslav instead. What else? A toxic fallout? Toxic fallout wouldn't matter at all to me. That would not have any effect whatsoever, because I'm not using the outdoors anymore. I have 8 things of Tinctoria that would be affected by a toxic fallout, and that's the best it could do. Which is to say, not that effective. And it's dying to the cold anyway. So, toxic fallout wouldn't matter for so many different reasons, I suppose. No one fed Shay, did they? And then tech, you need medical treatment for... Yeah. So that should be Cam doing that. Shield, once you're up, which you are, once you're done feeding baby food to Carlotta, I'm going to have you butcher the wolves and turn them into meals. I thought there were 6 wolves. Not 5. But, whatever. Is cabin fever still a thing? It is. And everybody is dealing with it. As long as I keep people happy enough that they don't have mental breaks due to cabin fever, it's a non-issue. Because cabin fever is not a huge negative for us to have to offset. There we go! Sapo converted Yaroslav to our ideology. So he's going to be a lot happier as a result. Shay, I'm not sure why you just ate baby food. I'm going to take that off of the allowed foods list. That seems wrong to me. Yeah, I'm browning out. I'm gonna start powering things down for that brownout. Alright, Cadets, pleasure cycle is complete. So let's have you start filling the pod back up. And start a bioregion cycle for that brain injury of yours. Okay, so once he is out in 17 days, he'll have that brain scar cured. Oh, just a little pukies. Apparently, Yaroslav went into the nursery and vomited on the babies and then walked out. I mean, he is a psychopath, so it checks out, I guess. Just a very strange thing for him to do. But he's a very strange lad. So you guys are idle. I'm going to have them start to try to mine. I don't really care about yield. So if I can have them mine, ideally, sandstone nodes, that's fine. You're waiting for gut worms? Yeah. This should cure it. That it does. Oh, we cremated all those corpses. Cool. So I can keep the crematorium off. Shay, now that you are up and at 'em. Oh, you also have gutworms, I think? And this should cure your gutworms. Cool. At least we're the silver lining of this storm cloud is we're finally curing some of the gutworms that we had that was causing us to puke, making us eat a lot more food, and putting our colonists into pain that they didn't need to experience. But Shield, I need you to harvest some rice, buddy, because we're down to like no crop, and all these benches are completely full. There you go. There you go. So I'm still working on security. It's a relatively big project, which is why it's taking me a while. Is Yoda okay? Yeah, he's chewing himself. Let me stop him. Hi, buddy. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it. I can't hear him through these, so when he's going to town on his limbs, I have no idea unless you guys let me know, or if I turn around with my sixth sense. How old is he? He is 10. He'll be 11 in April. So with Yaroslav converted, Thomas is the only holdout. So we'll be working on that. Oh, Venom Psychers. They're all brawlers, and they're attacking immediately. There's actually an opportunity to make very short work of this fight. Thomas, you close the door. And then, Shay, you grab the shotgun? Are you holding a baby? Okay, no, you're not. Good. And then go here. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to race them in... no, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have everyone just go up to the kill window. Oh, wow, what was that? Shot through the heart, Shield. You really are bloodlust. Hey, Quaker, thank you for the gifted subs. Bye. Don't come back. Thank you, Shay, for attending so quickly. She didn't actually get to the front in time. All right, Shield, I really need you to farm. Deep drilling is done. What follow-up? I'm actually going to pair deep drilling with ground pen scanning, because there's no point in having one and not the other. But then, what kind of research to research thereafter will be left up to you. So, here is the list. These bedrooms are starting to look nice with the smooth walls. So Cam's healed. We're just waiting on Shay, she's improving the kill line of sight area that we've got going on. She's protected from pollution through the gas mask, so that's why she's allowed in the polluted areas, and the same reason why others are not. Only Shield and her are allowed out here. And she's done. She is actually hauling silver in, so I think one of these guys had silver on them. Nice. So now we'll be able to shoot out to the northwest more easily. Great. They're really happy? Yeah, they really are. Their needs are met. Cargo pod, please be gold, please be gold. Oh, plasteel? Well, that's second best to gold. Yeah, the Ratling's doing pretty well. He had a nice long nap today, which was glorious for me. $10-10. I hope he does it again. How much plasteel and gold do I need for fabrication? So for a multi-analyzer, I need 20 gold and 50 plasteel. Plasteel is not the problem. I have a node of plasteel here on the map tile. It's gold. So until I get 20 gold, I am not going to be doing anything that requires a multi-analyzer. So nothing past this research bottleneck. Which means that at some point, I'll probably need to send one of our colonists on caravan to go to an adjacent colony, which is only like a 3-day round trip, but it would help if I had pemmican, which I do not. I do have the package of survival meals that I didn't dip into when we arrived, so that can help me get there and back. But, you know, I can only take... I'm not able to manufacture anymore. The reason why they can't get in here is deep water. So if you take a look at terrain affordance, the red areas here, not these, because it's just mud. These red areas are deep water that's impassable, which is why I'm able to shoot out, but they can't get in. Makes me completely impervious to, like, manhunters. Because I can shoot any manhunter that comes to my front door, but the manhunters can't do squat to me. Because unless the manhunters see me use a door, which then teaches them to break the door down, manhunters don't go through doors on their own. Not unless you are using mods or something. Same reason why that brawler, those brawler group, was just going for my front door, and they didn't get very far because I shot them. Would sappers be smart enough to go through the mountain corner? Yeah, sappers could. They could. A inspiration for shield with a craft of 5. I don't think I'm going to be taking advantage of that inspiration. And it looks like I'm going to call this a little early. Plate and then flak armor is going to win for research. So if sappers do take advantage of this, one of the ways, well, as you know, is to set up turrets in there to dissuade them. So I can have turret coverage to sort of control sappers. It wouldn't stop breachers, though. There's no way to stop breachers. Breachers do what they want. You can't really manipulate their AI as easily. Which is fine. You know what I'm going to do? Shield, you're going to make a large sculpture. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely dog do, but why not? Although you are maybe the busiest of all of us, given that you are the farmer and cook, and that will remain true until Kadath pops out of the Biosculpt pod. Hey, Yoshi Elf. I haven't seen you in a while. You probably don't deserve VIP anymore. Don't sweat it. I'm happy to give that out for free. So let's get plate armor. I do find it interesting that plate armor is a prerequisite to flak armor. Don't know why, just is. Happy to abide by that rule, but seems a strange one to me. Wouldn't it be helpful to smooth the mountain tiles around the deep water? Yeah, it would be helpful. It's not going to stop anyone, though. It just allows me to repair it if they take damage. So it could be something that we do eventually, but I definitely don't need to dedicate manpower to it right now. The difference between, like, Thomas, the 10-year-old miner who does not know mining at all, versus Shay, the level 13 miner who, even while injured, outmines him like a 10-to-1 ratio. Kind of funny. Plate armor's done. That was really, really fast. So flax next. You know, actually on these sides, I'm not going to bother with the barricades. They could be potentially used against me, so. Ashiel, thank you for the resub as well. Welcome back. Miss, it's been a while. I don't blame you. Life gets busy. I understand. A psychotic wave of mad rats. Okay, cool. all I have to do is hit F on this door, and them rats can't touch me. And Simakori, thank you for the sub as well. Cheers to both of you. And I wish you, and also a Horsey something, the best of luck in the raffles. Let's go ahead and get a light back. Oh, I don't have cabling. So you can kind of see the kill box shaping up. I'm sure when you guys voted for me to work on security, you probably knew that this was a rather large project. So I guess it's fine, but like, yeah, it's a big project, and it will take me a while as a result. So I do think it's warranted, and I'm happy to be doing it. It's just gonna be a minute. A wave of mad rats. What is this, New York City? They're not. The mad rats aren't the size of like small dogs. So it's not New York City. New York City rats are like in a league of their own, man. I don't know how they got so freakishly large, but they belong in. Well, they belong in Fallout, I suppose, with the Brahmin and the Death Claws. They're very well fed in New York City. Alright, so inspired creativity gives us a normal quality sculpture. Oh, that's fine. Oh, Sapo, before I forget, let's also convert the little one. There really should be like a huge bonus to converting children. They should be much more impressionable than adults. And be able to be very easily swayed to your ideology. Cathanon or Mr. Jimmick, if you just heard that, hint, nudge, nudge if you're interested. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just saying that that's probably a very useful mod that people would use. Because it really doesn't make sense that a child would not listen to an adult when adult's going like, you were taught wrong, let me reteach you. Impressionable kids? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, because a lot of the quests now are like children seeking shelter. But then if the child believes in, like, psychotic cannibalism, you're just stuck dealing with a psychotic cannibal the whole time, right? So, in my mind, I think it makes sense if children are very easily... Their ideologies are easily changed. In fact, there's a current bug right now that babies, because babies don't have ideologies, babies cause people to be upset by... If they're... what is it called? If their diversity of thought is man, I'm having a brain fart here. Hold on, I gotta go into dev mode. So if the diversity of thought here is intensely bigoted, adults, when you have babies in your colony, adults will be really pissed off because babies don't have ideologies and they think that, you know, it's a diversity of thought, which is kind of funny. There is a patch for that in Unstable right now, but I found that one to be particularly funny. What did you guys vote on? You didn't. We just sped through the research really, really fast. So, there you go. New research project, and I'm just going to queue up shields, because I know we're going to want shield, or maybe flat screen TV. That sounds nice, and it's not even included here. So I'm putting vents in here so that the bedrooms don't get cold in the winter and benefit from all the heat that the chem gens put out. And I do have plans for freezing and heat refrigeration at some point. So I'll include that as a next project to vote on. Babies are happy. Happy babies are really good for the colony. Oh, that's a hell of a barracks you have there, Yaroslav and Thomas. Once I have the security down a little bit more, I will also put up whether or not we go on a trade run for gold. There's another alternative, actually, which might be even easier, which is just to go to an adjacent map tile and look for gold in the terrain. So that I'll probably do instead of trade for it, because it's faster and cheaper. And fast and cheap is two words that I want you associating with me. Self-burn! Oh! Oh, man. Now my feelings are hurt. So, Kadath, 13 days. Because I think right now, our bottleneck for significant growth is power grid expansion. But I'm not comfortable expanding the power grid without also growing more. But I'm not comfortable growing more until we have fabrication. Because I don't want to use up all my components adding hydroponic benches. And then run out of components to not be able to make a fabricator. That would be really, really dumb. So, if you're wondering, hey, why aren't you adding more food production? That is the reason. Because it would make me not be able to afford things that I would like to be able to afford in the long run. So, me hopes you understand. Also, because we very commonly walk this path, I'm going to tile it up so it's faster, and at some point I'll probably illuminate it so that we can walk outside, quote-unquote, faster and not in darkness. Alright, Mr. Shield, I'm going to have you cremate some corpses. Sapo, before I forget. Oh no, I did use convert recent. Never mind. And it looks like we're going to research shields. So I'll pivot. And then I'll include TVs on the next poll. Trying to look if there's other things that I should include. Maybe auto door. That could be good for a freezer if we ever get a freezer. Noble apparel wouldn't be terrible either. The advantage of noble apparel is that you can make corsets, which are really high-priced ticket item to sell. So here is the next research poll. Might as well put that up. So the reason why I haven't caravanned someone like Shay out to an adjacent tile to look for gold is for me to work on the security project. Shay is the person that needs to do that most because she is one of our best miners. So it's sort of just a division of labor issue that we're having. Where, like, I don't want to lose her as a miner at the moment because she's worth more to me as a miner adding security to our base than she is a, errand running for a multi-analyzer components. But you can kind of see how this is shaping up, where we have paths that we can use, we can close certain sides, and then they enter and it's a kill box. And then eventually what I'll be doing is, hopefully I'll find, like, uranium or something, but I'll be putting turrets in here so that we don't get shot at, but the turrets get shot at instead. I have plenty of miners mining. That's a different type of miner, man. Also, Thomas, why did you just run over here and clean blood? What is wrong with you? That is a strange thing for you to do. Is there anything I can do to minimize insectoids? Yes, you can try to bait them into certain spawning areas. And I can have that as a project for me to work on for the future if you want. So insects will spawn anywhere where there's underground mountain tile that isn't frozen to negative 17C. But they are less likely to spawn, not zero likely, but less likely to spawn in well-illuminated areas. And then also less likely to spawn if it's clean and all that stuff. So if I wanted to remove the chance that we end up getting with insect spawns, what you would do is you'd build like a room that was dark and dirty and maybe full of traps or something, but dark and dirty so that you encourage the bugs to spawn in there and not in your base where you don't want them. And then there's also, this isn't applicable to me, but there's also something, there's part of their code is a function called how mountainous an area is. So, I'll give you an example. This mountain here is barely mountainy at all, right? It has only a little sliver of overhead mountain. Whereas this mountain here has a lot more overhead mountain. So they're going to be, all things being equal, they're more likely to spawn where there's more overhead mountain around them than if there's less overhead mountain. What are you doing in this corner? Oh, you're nature running. It really looks like you're using nature as a urinal, though. Every time you run over there, I'm like, are you just peeing on the limestone? But technically, he's working on his lessons. Technically. Okay, this is a full path. I think the other thing I'm going to do is add security to it. Just a little bit. Not an enormous amount. Maybe actually, let's see. Make it even harder for them to shoot at me. We can stand. There. No. This is, yeah. Yeah. That's more meta. So I'll do it like that. There's fewer spaces for shooters to shoot from this location, but it's going to be a lot harder for them to hit me. Alright, so shields got done. Looks like pack of survival meals is next. Now, pack of survival meals can only be made with meat. Or if we have something like chickens laying eggs. So I should look at the wildlife. Oh, we have a mega sloth. Oh, it's going to be rotted. So I kind of need to wait for toxalopes or waste rats. So toxalopes and waste rats are immune to the pollution, whereas almost all the other creatures here are not. So these other creatures here have a very high likelihood of being instantly rotted if I hunt them, meaning that it's like kind of a waste of my time unless they are recently spawned. So if I keep a close eye out for like a mega sloth that has just spawned, it won't have toxic buildup, and it will be a viable candidate to hunt. But currently, there's really no hunting candidates on the map. Because they're all damaged in some way. What now? Toxoid gang. Guys, you are so oh, and they're a bunch of... Yep, they're a bunch of brawlers again. How's the babies doing? Let's see. Breastfeed. Breastfeed. And respond to the threat. Insane Uprising. Thanks for catching a stream. Cheers. What's the teal thing under the lantern? It's a rug. Can I paint it to be less loud? I don't think I can. I wish. It's the color of our ideology. So I'd have to change the color of our ideology. Man, that's a tongue twister. Our ideology in order to have it be less loud. I could just nuke it and get rid of it. Alright, kids. This is how you shoot at toxic wasters. Oh god. Shoot better, please. Okay, they're gonna go into where our women are at. And be a problem. So this door is currently open. Shay, let's have you cut that. Close it. Now that you're done feeding, Cam, wrap up what you're doing. In fact, just stand there. It's fine. You can have everyone come down. Hey, guess what? Door's closed. It would have been better had the pump shot actually hit something. Alright, Yaroslav, don't be in front. Leave my Thomas alone. Okay, good. And Shay, stick your head out. Cam, come on out here. Yaroslav, back up. Ooh, Sapo's getting cracked hard. And he's down. This was not a really good defense, FYI. It was pretty shabby. Quit trying to stab my children. What is wrong with you? Cam, over here. Actually, kill Sappy. Yeah, not Stabby, Sappy. Okay, that one's down. Here. Kids back up. Let the adults get stabbed. And boy, are they ever taking a stabbing. It'd be great if, like, you actually shot good for... There we go. What is your shooting at? I thought it was relatively high. 11 and you missed? I'm gonna have to talk about your performance later. Shield, I have no idea how you're on 2 feet. You're being jumped by all the wasters. Here, just brawl your way out. We're coming! Okay, they're leaving me alone. I don't think anyone has any permanent injuries, but Sapo needs tending to immediately, so I'm gonna do that. Tech Noir has a little bit longer. Yo, quit shooting, you're gonna hit me. That's not what I want. I shouldn't have bothered to go to the kill window. There wasn't enough time. Kill window works better if they're coming west to east, not east to west, and I'll note that for the future. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Stay safe out there, my fellow vaulters.